very intimidated by this one little baby. I see. Hello, Icy. Icy, help. I've been stuck staring at this one tiny little baby. It is time, but I don't know if the time is now. I'm very scared. Icy, help me. I need... Hi. Hello. Kick the potato? Is that a command? Oh, no, it's not. I can't. As much as I want to. Do it, I'm here with you. Okay. I've been sitting here for like 20 minutes, plus I have to look after a very touch-starved dog. Despite him receiving pets pretty much all day. He loves you. He does. But... He can't... He will die if he's not petted enough. Literally and metaphorically. Alright. I think it's... Is it... It's... Yes, you are. I've waited, like... 2 years to press this button. Alright, let's go. Good news! Good news, everyone! Okay. We've had a stroke of luck in our search for that beacon. Apparently our colleagues have stumbled across a hidden path leading into the hollows around the base of the Crystal Tower. A path I doubt we'd ever have found had the Ironworks and the Suns not added their numbers to the party. Also, just a little heads up, I can't read for shit. I can read, but reading aloud is a bit of a challenge for my poor little ADHD brain. Thanks to them, we have eager eyes aplenty down there, checking under rocks and peering into every nook and cranny. Still, it sounds like there's a lot of ground to cover. By this beacon, is she referring to the beacon that Nero threw away at the very end of the Crystal Tower raid? I think it's that beacon. I feel it is. It sounds like tedious work now. My thoughts exactly. The sooner we find this beacon, the sooner you can travel to wherever it is this mysterious voice is coming from. And the sooner we can work out how to help our friends. We have to find a way to wake them up, and before the Empire comes calling again. Meaning we have no time to lose. There's a boat in North Silvertier waiting to ferry people to the site. So let's be on our way. Oh! Oh! That's kind of cool. The, little song. It still means the same thing, I see. It's a little smiley. Okay, yeah, I'm still nervous. I started this whole class for this one specific expansion. Ooh. I also bought this. Oh. Yeah, it's very cool. Oh. I thought that was the NPC that disappeared. Heading to the survey site, sir? It's on the eastern shore of the lake, and the swiftest way to get there is by boat. Oh. Oh my god. Oh, this is like at the very foot of the, Crystal Tower. Like directly underneath.
Look how many people there are.
Also, is the game too loud? Am I too loud? Is it too quiet? Am I too quiet? Everything's all good? Okay.
Should we get to it then? Pick up anything that seems the least bit device-like, and we'll make ourselves a pile.
Well, if it isn't the hero of the hour, maybe you'll change our look. We've found bugger all without you.
Forgot how Biggs sounded like.
Biggs! Wedge!
Aye, aye. Well, we could hardly say no to a call for aid from the Scions. Jesse called it the chief of some other business, so we'll be working twice as hard to make up for his not being here.
Thrice as hard, even.
That's what he sounds like? I don't remember what he, originally sounded like.
Thank you, both of you. I'm sure we'll find that beacon in no time.
I'm not seeing anything out here. Do you reckon you could squeeze in there, Wedge?
And get stuck halfway? No, thank you.
I could try if you like.
Tataru, no! We couldn't ask
Uh-oh,
you to
I
do
don't like
that.
where this is going.
Oh, I'll be fine. This receptionist is not afraid to get her hands dirty.
No. Oh, I'm gonna have a very bad headache. Oh, maybe not.
Sorry, I meant to say, the scholars haven't finished their preliminary assessment of the site yet, so we're not supposed to venture too far in.
I thought he found a little, Nero's beacon thing that he threw away. Never mind. Yeah, the run was pretty funny.
What's that you got there? Now that looks promising.
Isn't that the Ironworks symbol? Counterfeiters?
Oh god!
Now I have you.
You are right.
What's happening?
Stay with me. Focus on my voice.
No.
Let expanse contract. Eon become instant.
Wait, this must be it. The device. Oh, this is supposed to happen.
What do you mean? I'm having a headache!
Throw wide the gates that we may pass.
Oh, safe journey, warrior of light. Find our friends and bring them home.
fucking hate whenever that happens. It's so spooky. Oh. Open the gates. Whee! Oh.
The dawn's light will shine again.
Oh, do not look at me.
Oh, don't do that! Fuck you.
There's no freedom in that.
This is one battle you cannot fight.
Away with you. Say your spirited accounts always comes in well.
We did everything right.
Oh, fuck you.
Everything that was asked of us, and still it came to this.
Oh. I fucking loved Soul Surrender. Shit was so good. Is that Minfilia? It is.
Your time has not yet come.
What does that mean? Oh, what? Hoomst? Oh, that's, the Warrior of Darkness guy thing. What the fuck is happening? Why did everyone, I'm shutting up. I'm so nervous, I'm sorry. Don't mind me. The expressions of her?
Endless dreams I awake. Something vague, yet urgent, calls me to action once more.
Ooh. Hello? Oh, that's the dude from the very beginning?
Rare to meet someone out here who's not a peddler himself. What brings you into the wilds this time of night?
Where am I? What do you mean this time of night?
Well, if it ain't the oldest joke in the book. Me grandad, God's rest his soul, used to tell that one to the barman at kicking out time. And when, pray tell, did we last have a dark night?
You rotten old drunk, you, he'd reply. Yeah. Over 100 bleeding years ago, that's when. You got that look down to a T. I'd almost think you meant it. Ah, got to you, did they? Poor beggar. That explains it then.
The animations are so good.
Well, I've roads to travel and wares to sell, but you'd best hurry along to the town nearby.
Did this game get like...
Just head east through the trees and aim for the Shining Tower. You'll find the place soon enough. 'Tis the biggest settlement for malms around. Go on now, friend. They'll take good care of you in the Crystarium.
Crystarium. I feel like this game got prettier. Is it just me? I'm playing a new game now? What's that supposed to mean? Oh!
To dizzying heights it rises. The gleaming spire. Its tip threatening to pierce the blinding canopy.
Shit, did he blink?
It will all begin anew. Between dark and light. The pure and the corrupt. The one true struggle.
Fuck yeah! I'm so nervous. Icy hold me? Where the fuck am I? Norvrandt. The source? I can't access any of my mounts. I can teleport, but I'm not gonna do that. Yay, thanks. I'm so lost. I'm so scared. Everything's purple. Oh.
Halt!
Hello? Oh shit! That's the first Viera! Like, ever in this whole game. NPC-wise.
Every face in this city I know. Yours, I do not.
Ooh.
This is the threshold of the Crystarium, stranger, and I am its gatekeeper. If you would enter, you will answer my questions. From where do you hail?
That's a very good question. Well, the source? I could've
The source? What is this cryptic nonsense?
She sounds like, what's her name again? From 12? Fran. I get that, well, this whole race is based off that, but they sound almost identical.
Had you given me an honest answer, I would not have barred your way. We care little here for a person's place of origin. But instead, you chose concealment. And I will not suffer you to pass.
I'm telling the truth, though. Ew.
That one had eaten. It must have gulped down the whole hand, ring and all.
I don't know what the fuck's happening. Oh no! He's dead? You can't start off like this.
Everything all right, Captain?
I've only known him for like 2 seconds, and they kill him already? Oh, this idiot. Okay, despite...
Quite all right, my lord. Just a stray sin eater, and a weak one at that.
Despite my avoidance of spoilers, I've seen this guy. I've seen him. I know who he is. I won't say who he is, but... That's like one thing I was sort of, kind of ruined on, his identity. Is that like... I'm not sure if that's like a serious plot point or anything. Did I ruin something?
I see. Weak or not, we should be on the lookout for more.
It's not him. Okay. That, Now I'm just even more confused.
But I see you've met my guest. I will escort him to the Crystarium myself, if you've no objections.
Another of your mysterious friends, is it? I should have known. Very well. I'll inform the others your guest is to be given the run of the city. Pray forgive my less than cordial welcome. May the rest of your stay with us be a pleasant one.
Look at her armor. He wants you. I guess.
Come with me. I will answer whatever questions you have when we are somewhere more private.
I have questions and then some, so...
Right then, before we plunge into the wheres and wherefores, let me first thank you for answering my summons.
I didn't really have any choice, did I?
I had intended to bring you directly to my personal quarters, but I fear my aim was slightly off. That you are still able to make the crossing unharmed is a great relief. And so, we come to the question of where. The realm in which you now find yourself belongs to one of the 13 reflections, or shards. The first, to be precise, even if its inhabitants are largely oblivious to the fact.
Right. And we're on the source.
As to wherefore, having been awarded the rather grandiose title of Crystal Exarch, I, in my capacity as caretaker of the Crystarium, thought to seek the aid of you and your companions.
Speaking of which, where are my companions? What have you done to them? Like, I swear, did they do something with the engine? This game looks like 40% more prettier. Do you have any idea how much trouble you've caused? No. Are the other Scions here?
Ah, that is a question with no simple answer. But all shall be explained in due course, I promise you. Let us begin with the glaring skies up above. Here in the first, the world has been all but consumed by primordial light.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It began a century ago, by this realm's reckoning. A luminous flood swallowing everything in its path. More than 9/10 of this star was lost.
Oh shit.
And the fortunate few who survived are hounded by abominations born of that catastrophe even now. Sin Eaters, we call them. The creature you saw earlier was one such monstrosity.
Spooky.
It was to save the first from this menace that I learned to bridge the rift between worlds. That I might call upon the aid of the greatest of heroes. And though it meant depriving a world of its champion, I had to try, for in saving the first, you would bring salvation to the source as well. But what manner of host harangues his guests in the middle of the road? Let us continue our talk within the Crystarium.
So is this like a parallel... Is this like a parallel world that's sort of similar to the source? Hmm... Oh. I see. You're not helping. Oh, still going, okay. This really does feel like a new game. Stormblood, but like, yeah, a new expansion. This is like one thing after the...
Proud and vibrant city. The sole sanctuary for the living in a world all but resigned to oblivion. Each stone was laid with hope. The town itself a symbol.
I saw her.
A monument to defiance.
There's another
in the
one.
face of
Look.
death. No would-be hero could fail to answer its call. For who among us does not yearn for salvation?
Sorry, I'm very nervous. I can't. Very excited. Excitedly nervous. The Crystarium! Yay. And here we are. Welcome, my friend, to the Crystarium. Oh. Shadowbringers, that's the intro song? The song from the trailer? I assume? I guess. It's a polished oak chest with a lavish filigree that suggests a valuable weapon lies within. Deep gold claymore? Ew. It's kind of, don't want to be rude or anything. Kind of ugly. I'll keep what I have right now. I like this one. Oh shit! I thought that was an NPC. My bad. Okay. Oh. We've got Hrothgar NPCs now. Holy shit! It's another one. Look at him. Wow. Aetheryte not responding? Oh! Oh! Oh. Say hello. Hi. I'm very nervous. So that's Gunbreaker, isn't it? I was very close to starting this job instead of astrologing. Oh, look at our piggies! Look! Oh. How do you like the Crystarium? It's very pretty. It's very pretty. It's very different from, ours. From the source, the Crystal Tower. Oh my god, hang on, wait. I haven't seen all of it. Wow. Oh, I wish I could see all of it. Okay. Oh, oh my god. Icy, I'm streaming, please. Alright, fuck. Before I get distracted... Oh, another one, what? Now, a full and frank discussion in the privacy of my study would seem to be in order. But I think our conversation would be more meaningful were you first to gain a firmer grasp of the situation here. To that end, I would like you to visit a few of the Crystarium's civic leaders and glean something of this world and its predicament. As you can see, this path will take you directly to the Aetheryte, a convenience with which I am sure you are only too familiar with. Don't worry about it. Alright. Being the rightful object of my summoning spell, you should, in theory, be able to reach all the way back along your etheric trail and find a connection in the source, believe it or not. Really? I strongly suggest you complete this attunement before venturing any further. After you have done so, walk up the steps next to the Aetheryte and head out to the left to arrive in the crystalline mean. This is where you'll find our collective of crafters and gatherers, as well as their spokeswoman, Catelus? Catelus? One of the people I should like you to meet. Oh, he was referring to up here. Another is Norvrandt. To reach him and his cabinet of curiosity, you will want to avoid the aforementioned steps. Take the exit to the on the left. Simply continue straight along and down until you come to a. I can't fucking read. I'm so sorry. Continue straight along and down until you come to the large doors at the end of the path. The third and final person I should like you to meet is Bragi, our man in charge of trade and distribution. He is to be found in the markets, which you can access from the opposite side of the Aetheryte Plaza. In seeking out each of my colleagues, you will visit the major districts of the city and hopefully gain a feel for the place. I trust my directions were simple enough. Crystal clear. Ha! Very good. I conceive the layout of the Crystarium owes more to historic necessity than planning. I'm sure you'll learn its twists and turns before long. In all honesty, the true challenge may be in finding the right way to approach its citizens. As you discovered during your encounter with the captain, the people of this world are unaware of the existence of other stars, and will struggle to accept the truth of your origin. That being the case, when they ask whence you hail, as they inevitably will, I suggest you claim to share a homeland with the Crystal Exarch. Exarch. There is an unspoken rule here about peering too deeply into the particular mystery. What? I don't know. When you finish making the rounds, pray meet me in the large courtyard at the center of town. Until then. Alright. Focus. Yes. Alright, we'll go down here first. Wait, oh, that's upstairs. Ooh. Nope. Norvrandt. Look? Look where? Excuse me, sir. Are you recently come to the city, perchance? I'm quite familiar with our civic roles, you see, and, well, it's benevolent Sephiroth. Very baby-looking Sephiroth. What I mean to ask is, have you brought any books with you? A rumpled scroll, even? A scrap of scribbled on parchment? My apologies. Literature is something of an obsession of mine, as well as a profession. Librarian Moran at your service, and this humble collection is known as the Cabinet of Curiosity. As your powers of perception have likely informed you, my colleagues and I are responsible for curating all manner of tomes, documents, and other vehicles for the written word. As horrific as the loss of life and land wrought by the flood, unquestionably. Whoa, hang on. As horrific as the loss of life and land wrought by the flood, that's a very long word that my brain cannot. Yeah. Unquestionably was the damage to recorded knowledge was no less catastrophic. We few do all we can to preserve what wisdom survived. But tell me, what brings you to the cabinet today? Looking for any title in particular? Mayhap a spot of academic research? Oh, so you've an interest in modern history. Splendid. A thorough review of recent events can often yield novel perspectives. Ugh, I quite agree. If you prefer something visual to accompany the account, then I think I have an illustrated history book for children's song. Just a moment, and I'll fetch it for you. And here we are. Would you like to pull up a chair? Make yourself more comfortable? On with the lesson, then. A 100 years ago, or near enough not to matter, villains known as the Warriors of Light slew the Shadow Keeper and the Steward of Darkness. Pardon? Oh wait, fuck. I thought this was like the globe. And like all this was like something, I don't know. Like, no, all of this is the globe. Okay, anyways. Warriors of Light slew the Shadow Keeper, the Steward of Darkness. Warriors of Light? Villains? In the wake of this tainted deed, light began to pour into the world as if from unseen cracks. It pooled and swelled without cease until the day an enormous, blinding wave rose up and swept across our star. We called this calamity the Flood of Light. Everything it touched was leached of life and vigor, leaving naught behind but a luminous wasteland. It's light? Ooh. Oh shit! Yet, just when it seemed that all would be lost, a savior appeared before us. That's like, yeah, alright, I understand now. Interesting. So this, I assume, has been Philia. The Oracle of Light. She stood twixt us and approaching doom. And by her power did she stay the flood. Thus was Norvrandt, and Norvrandt alone spared the fate of Erasia. Ooh. Tragedy would, however, arrive in another form. From the blasted emptiness descended horrors of strange and terrible aspect to bedevil the few folk who survived. These sin-eaters were light incarnate, and their fulgent presence stole the night from Norvrandt's sky. Even now they circle the remaining bastions of civilization, ever on the hunt for us, even hungering for our flesh. Creepy. and thus did the world become what it is. Should you ever wish to hear the tale again, I would be glad to retell it for you. Or if you would rather I speak of other matters, that too would be my pleasure. I should be glad of the company. Your exchange with Moran has taught you about the flood of light. Okay. Ooh. Oh, wait, what is this? I can go down here. Oh, it keeps going. Wow. Okay. It's very pretty. Yeah, let's check what's upstairs. Okay. Go. I'm going as fast as I can. Go talk to Bragi. Is this Bragi? I think it's Bragi. Oh, wow. He's handsome? Oh. No, this is Kaitless. I'll leave him for last. Rare to see a place so well stocked with goods, isn't it? But not here. I'm going to guess you're new to our fair city. Well, for what it's worth, you've chosen a fine sanctuary. The XIV can throw up a barrier if the Sin Eaters come knocking, so it's a damn sight safer in here than it is out there. Safer and more civilized too, thanks to us in the mean. We work together to procure materials and resources, and craft the goods which make the city life possible. This is the place to visit if you need a coat mended or a kettle forged. Just don't go thinking it'll all be handed to you on a plate like those Yulmoran layabouts? Here in the Crystarium, we work for a living. Though I see you're no stranger to honest labor. You don't have that whiff of indolence about you, like some folk I've met. Still, I can't quite pin down your profession. Where is it you're from? One of the X-Arcs... Is it X-Arch? X-Arch? I can't remember. X-Arc's countrymen, you say? I see. Well then, I'll work twice as hard to make you feel welcome. Our city wouldn't even exist if it weren't for him, and any friend of his is a friend of ours. It's really quite incredible when you think about it. They say his grand magic summoned the Crystal Tower into existence, pulled the entire thing out of thin air. What? It wasn't long before droves of refugees began congregating around its base, desperate for shelter after losing their homes to the flood. And that's how the Crystarium began. At the Exarch's invitation, buildings started growing up, and with the help of some curious relics brought forth from the tower, the place gradually expanded into the thriving metropolis you see today. Exarch, okay. The city's stood here for decades now, Yet the eldest among us swear the Exarch looks exactly the same as he did back then. He is indeed a man of many mysteries, but for all his secrecy, he has never yet let us down. So if he, and you, wish to remain silent about your shared homeland, then the folk here will respect your wish for privacy. I am, however, more than a little curious to see any crafting talent you might be hiding. If you've ought to contribute on that front, be sure to come back and visit once you've had a chance to settle in. Just ask for Catalyst, and I'll find you a niche here in the crystalline mean. You can help us keep the cogs of the city greased and turning. Life in the crystalline. Okay. Oops. This way. Rotunda. Oh no. Oh shit. It's okay. It's him. It's the first Hrothgar we've ever spoken to. New to the city, friend? The spinning head and wide eyes give you away. Oh, he's very handsome. Welcome, my name is Bragi, and I'm the master of these markets. They gave the district another official title, but I'm not in the habit of using it. Too florid by half. There. In any case, our merchants stock a range of equipment for Ronso like... Ronso? I thought they go by Hrothgar. Like you and me, so finding something in your size shouldn't be a problem. One need to mention, I'd recommend that you really pay attention to everything dialogue-wise in this expansion, just letting you know. Okay, that's... it's a bit of a challenge, but sure, I'll try my best. Again, ADHD brain. My brain is nothing but a frying egg. I'm sorry, did you say Ronso? Actually, Hrothgar. Wait! If that was like any other race... Also, there's a big significance as to why they're called Ronso. Okay, but like, if this was any race, would that, like, decision thing be different? Must be a dialect I'm not familiar with. A big significance as to why they're called Ronso. Let's see if we can straighten this out. See those two in front of us? The shorter one is a Hume. Oh, so they're pretty much the same, but they have like different names. I guess. Let's see if we can straighten. See those two in front of us? The shorter one is a Hume, like here. The taller one is an elf. Ellison. So, you know how this region is called? Yeah, this is the first. The one we're from is the source. The tall one is an elf. The sturdy individual over there is a Galgent? Whilst the one with the horns is a Drawn. Oh. And then you have the large, scaly chaps with long tails and a knack for raising livestock. Those would be the Zun. Wait, what? Did it just get dark? Oh, it's probably a shadow. Which is apparently not the same... Which is apparently not the name you know them by. Now I'm curious to know which far-flung region you hail from. Ah, the same as the Exarch, eh? Well, that explains it. You don't get much further flung than that. We've had a few of your lot pass through in recent years. Years? And despite their obvious learning, they've floundered over the simplest things. But not to worry. Should you find yourself confused by the local language or customs, I'll be here to answer your questions. Okay, will you go on a movie with me? Will you see a movie with me? Okay, I'm trying to just moving along. Think of it like the source is the present, the first of its kind of like both the past and an alternate universe. That's all I'll say for now. The source is the present, the first is kind of like both the past and an alternative. Okay, alright, alright, I'm shutting up. I'll just wait till I'll see what happens. Well, how did you fare? Did my colleagues help you form a clearer picture of this world and its people? Yes, it seems you were treated to a most thorough introduction. I understand it was something of a chore, but 'twas necessary that you grasp these things before we proceed. As for the Crystal Tower's origins, you may have noted that details were sparse. The structure is, in fact, the self-same one you know from the source, transported to the first in its entirety? What? Okay. It was my first attempt at breaching the boundaries between worlds, something of a trial run for your eventual crossing. And although I do not know which era I tore it from, I do know that its arrival served to set the wheels of fate in motion. Ooh! Okay. Ah. Fiddle with that later. I'm gonna be right back. Like, give me 2 seconds. 1 second. Whoops. Alright, I'm unmuted? Yes, okay. Whoops. Okay. Just want to get back. Just want to get water. Oh, excuse me. You've done as I requested, and learned something of the world in which you find yourself. Now it's time I fulfilled my half of the bargain, and explained what has befallen your comrades. This is a conversation I would rather have in privacy of my quarters, however. I must go on ahead to the tower and organize a few things, but I shall see that the gardener is to admit you. Tower's gate slides open then? Just like that? Then Gurahatia is... Well, I kinda... Tower's gate slide open? I'm not familiar with that name. Is there something I should know? An extraordinary tale, but I'm afraid I found no such individual residing in the tower when it passed into my care. Mayhap we can revisit that mystery another time. For now, I think it best that we focus on the present. Greetings, sir. The Exarch awaits you. Oh.
Welcome to the Ocular, my private study. We can speak here without fear of being overheard. I have much to explain, but the truths which I must touch upon in doing so would cause only distress and confusion to the people of this world. Pray keep that in mind.
I have much to explain about the truths which... Okay.
Now, I am sure you are desperate to know the fate of your fellow Scions.
Yeah.
To put it simply, they are here in the First. Their arrival, however, was not as recent as you may imagine. Here, time flows at a different pace from that of the Source.
Okay, how so?
In the space of a single hour in your home world, an entire year might pass in the First. And the reverse could also be true. The pace fluctuates without rhyme or reason, and it cannot be predicted.
Oh no. Okay. Space of a single hour in your homeworld, an entire year might pass in the First. Oh, that...
That said, we seem to be entering a period of near equivalence. And thus, for the moment, you need not overly concern yourself with the passage of time.
Near equivalence? Keep in mind he says might. Yeah, might.
As for your companions, however, Yustola and Urianger have dwelled here for 3 winters, all told.
What the fuck?
While Thancred's count stands at 5.
What the fuck?
Even our more recent arrivals, Alphino and Alize, have lived in the First for almost a year.
Oh my god. They must be like different people. Like... So what happens to them in the Source? Like, yeah, it looks like they're asleep. Yeah, keep what he's just said in mind. Time should be flowing equivalently to the Source currently. Okay. So it's just all a lot. There's a lot to take in, or it feels that way.
My intention had been to summon only you, but the art of reaching across worlds has proven exceedingly difficult to master. Thus it was that my fumbling hand closed upon those to whom your fate is most closely bound as well.
Can't say other than just that they're asleep. Okay, they're asleep. Oh.
As they were the object of my summons, their transference was incomplete. Though they may appear to possess corporeal bodies, they are, in truth, merely spirits that one can see and touch.
As they were not the object of my summons, their transference wasn't complete. Though they may appear to possess corporeal bodies, they are, in truth, merely just spirits that one can see and touch. Spirits?
Consequently, while you yourself will be able to pass between worlds with relative freedom, they will not. Much as it grieves me, they are stranded here, unable to return.
What? Unless I do something? That's kind of concerning. Then find a way to send them back. What have they been doing all this time? Okay, I'm kind of curious about that.
We spent every waking hour searching for a way to reverse the summoning. In the beginning, at least. As you may have surmised, however, our efforts met with little success. And then we all but abandoned the endeavor once Urianger shared with us the vision he had witnessed during his journey through the rift. In that chaotic no-man's land between realms, time and space warp and blend in unexpected ways. What Urianger saw was the future. That which would one day come to pass.
Is that like the prophecy he saw at the very beginning of Stormblood? Where he told Alize that that fucking you'll see. Alright. I need to learn to shut my mouth.
In his vision of tomorrow, the first was rejoined with the source.
The source. In his vision of tomorrow, the first was rejoined with the source.
This collision of worlds brought about the 8th umbral calamity.
What the fuck?
And the deaths of countless multitudes.
Brought about the 8th umbral calamity and the deaths. Fuck.
Amongst those who perished, Urianger clearly saw the fall of the Scion's mightiest champion. He watched you die.
Oh, that's... Oh, that's cool. Yeah, cool. Alright.
And thus did the Scions embrace their exile, and began searching this world for a means to forestall the coming catastrophe in yours. Their souls are stranded in the first, yes, but they have fought on, desperate to save their home and you from destruction. Nor have their efforts been in vain, for it was they who finally established that the elimination of the Sin Eaters will indeed serve to prevent the calamity.
Okay.
Considering these circumstances of our meeting, you would be forgiven for doubting my version of events. And so, before all else, I would suggest you track down your comrades and hear the tale from their lips. I shall of course be happy to assist in these reunions, and you need not make any decisions regarding your involvement until you are certain of where you stand.
Of course, be happy to assist.
Meanwhile, I promise I will not rest until I have found a way to help your friends return home. What say you? Have I earned your trust for the moment, at least?
I suppose. Oh, I'm so sad. Oh. For the moment. Aye, but I'll see you keep that promise. For want of a better choice. Aye, but I'll just say for the moment.
Excellent. You will not regret this. With that settled, we shall have to see about getting you ready for the road. Traveling across the rift has no doubt left you weary. I will arrange for a room where you might rest in comfort. While it's being prepared, perhaps I can show you around.
I fucking love this song, by the way. Crystarium boasts a number of residential districts. Yes, it is wonderful. It plays throughout Heavenswood, like very important moments in Heavenswood. It's, yeah, a number of residential districts, but I have been informed that a room just become available at the Pendants. Which, as it turns out, is perfect. A path there will take us past the markets, and I was hoping to give you my own introduction to their wares. Come along. Ooh.
This is the Musica Universalis, the commercial heart of the Crystarium. Aught you might need to prepare for your journeys can be purchased here. Ah, yes. You must be curious about the currency. Fear not. The gil you carry will serve you well enough. Each nation once minted its own coins, but 'twas all a jumbled mess following the flood. After much debate, the local merchants eventually elected to revert to the old ways, wherein a coin's value was decided by the worth of its metal. As for a unit of measurement, we agreed upon the term gil, a word borrowed from coins uncovered within the Crystal Tower here. And as our traders peddled their wares across the land, so too did our usage of gil become common practice.
Makes sense. Okay.
From what your stola tells me, a standard coin from the source equates to exactly 1 gil here, or near enough not to matter. Our way of life has benefited greatly from the artifacts we recovered from the tower, some of which may be familiar to you.
Oh? Ah! Yeah. Elegant tombstones. Tombstones? Tombstones? Hmm. Wait, is that a phone?
But I fear it would not be practical for us to provide everything to which you are accustomed. You shall need a means to access the commodities of your homeworld.
Yes, the tombstone iPhone. The iPhone 14. I don't know. But I fear it would not be practical for us to provide everything to which you are accustomed. You shall need a means to access the content. Okay. What's the phone?
Van Kerm Sin?
Excuse me?
Yes, I'm here. Of course I'm here. What amusements do you have for me today?
What the fuck?
My dear Feo Ul, paragon of pixie kind. For you, I have the most vital task.
Ew.
This fine gentleman is a friend from a distant realm. And we have need of a means to ferry things back and forth from his home. Might you be able to assist us in this matter?
You came from beyond, didn't you? From beyond the rift?
Oh!
How wonderfully exciting! What a brave and reckless and marvelous thing you did! You've the heart of a pixie, you do. After careful consideration, I have decided to grant you my assistance. Make a pact with me and the fun can begin. But answer me this, traveler. Did your garments come with you when you crossed over? Your teeth? Your nails?
I guess?
Just as I thought! Then you've a good stout connection with your home through which all your belongings, great and small, may easily pass. From this moment forth I will be your Isne Fis, and you my Snay Yak. Like the branch which sprouts from the sapling, our bond will flow unbroken from one to the other. Raise your hand. Tis done. We are bound now, dearest sapling. Come then. Make your request. Tell me your desire. I wish to visit this world of yours.
Mayhap her message to your friends in the Source to inform them of your safe arrival.
Message. Oh, I want to see you finish this quest. Then I'm. Oh, alrighty. I see. So message to Taru.
Consider it done.
Shouldn't be too long, I heard.
As you heard, that was Feo Ul of the Pixies. Their kind possess an affinity for magic akin to that of arcane beings. They rarely show themselves in populated areas, but Feo is insatiably curious even by pixie standards, and seems to have taken a liking to the Crystarium. Right, we were going to organize a room for you, weren't we? Come along.
Yeah, isn't it like very early for you, Icy? Like 5 a.m.? Oh, as a result of your pact with Feo Ul, 7 a.m.? Oh god. Go to bed? Access to delivery miracles, marker boards, and summoning bells while on the first article. Target. 6:46 a.m. Or rather, oh, right. And you've been up this whole time? Go to sleep. Oh, where am I going? Ah, there you are. I was just finalizing the matter of your accommodation. You'll have a private room here at the Pendants. The duration of your stay. To make use of it. Oh my god, I can't read. You'll have a private room here in the Pendants for the duration of your stay, to make use of as you see fit. When you are ready to retire, the manager will show you show you to your lodgings. Pray rest and recuperate. And we shall reconvene in the ocular anon. I believe that covers all of the practical concerns. I did get off work like 3 hours ago, and I wanted to do beast traps before the dailies. Alright. Thank you for answering my call, Samael. We are denied the comforting blanket of night, but may peaceful dreams attend you nonetheless. I assumed you, like, worked the night shift? Like, really late. A pleasure to meet you, sir, and welcome to your new home at the Pendants. Your room is ready, if you'd care to retire. 6 p.m. to... Oh, jeez! I see. Whoa! Room with the view. What? Hello? I'll watch this cutscene with you, then bed for me. Alrighty. Oh, it is! Okay. Planning on switching to day shift soon. Alright, that's good.
I know you.
Oh!
You're the warrior of light from the source.
You need sleep, I see. It's him! Warrior of Darkness. Is it? Yeah. And who are you? The Warrior of Darkness? Do I recognize the song?
Did you just... You can hear me?
It sounds familiar?
Oh, gods, how long has it been? That was what I called myself in your world. The Warrior of Darkness. My real name is Ardbert.
Ardbert.
I used an alias in the source. A daft one, looking back.
The Praetorium. Ah, yes. I think, yes? Ardbert, I used an alias in the source. A daft one, looking back.
If you recall my tale, it was my comrades and I who caused the flood.
Oh, what?
We thought our home doomed. And so we listened to the Ascians. Let them guide us to the source and tried to hasten their goddamned ardor.
Listen to the Ascians. Let them guide us to the source. And try to hasten their goddamned ardor. Ardor? Tis a lovely remix of the Maker's Rune. Oh, okay.
I remember when we fell, defeated by you and yours. I remember our audience with Minfilia. How she listened to our pleas and returned our souls to the first.
Soul Surrender, my favorite story content so far in this game. It was so good. Very emotional.
The flood was poised to swallow Norvrandt. Minfilia and my friends, they surrendered what little they had left to hold it back. Just faded away, leaving me to bear witness. Tell me, do you know the year? How much time has passed since we caused the flood?
100 years?
100
Yeah.
years. 100 long years.
Ugh. Oh. Yeah, he's dead, isn't he?
My hands find no purchase. My gestures catch no eye, and my pleas, be they whispered or screamed, reach not a single ear. I am a shade, cursed to do naught but drift. I feel as if I've been walking forever. I hardly noticed when my mind and body began to fray at the edges. Then bang! My senses were sharp again. I felt like a fish being reeled in, and before I knew it, I found myself in this room. Why is it that you can see me? What are you even doing here, come to that?
Yes, ooh, ghost.
You were summoned to save the first. A waste of time. This world is beyond saving, like those who try to save it. Muddled as my mind may be, I've not forgotten that. But if fate has brought me to you, the one person in this god's-forsaken world who can see and hear me, then perhaps there is a reason I endured. If I can find out why I was left behind, then maybe I can bring this journey of mine to an end. Well, I'll be watching, Warrior of Light. But do me a favor. Be careful out there. This world has had its fill of heroes.
Shit. It's gonna stalk me? Alright, I assume you're going to bed now, I see? Or... wait to see you play more of this video. Oh yes, bed beckons me. Yeah, go to sleep, I see. Yes, I can't wait to play more. I'm very excitedly nervous. But yeah, take care of yourself, Icy. Good night. I miss you. You the best. Good night. Master Samael, the Exarch waits within you. Waits within. What?
Ah, how did you find your new quarters? I trust you were able to rest?
Well enough, thank you.
That is good to hear. Should you want for anything, pray let me know. Now, let us return to the subject of the Scion's whereabouts.
Ooh. Whoa!
This map shows the lands of Norvrandt, the only area to be spared the flood of light.
Oh shit. That's it? That's everything? Like, that's Ishgard. This is, fucking... Lenosha. That's Uldar. Gordania. That's... wow.
The Crystarium is here, in the region known as Lakeland.
Lakeland.
To the north is the fairy kingdom of Ilmeg. That is where you'll find Urianger.
Ilmeg.
To the east lies the once prosperous civilization of Rak Tika. Your Stola is stationed there, in the heart of the forest.
Ooh.
Alas, neither location can be reached without considerable difficulty. As such, I would suggest you first seek out one of the twins, each of whom is stationed but a short flight from the Crystarium.
Nice, okay.
Alphino is on Calusia, an island off the western shore. It is home to a city called Yulmore, where the rich and privileged while away their days in idleness. For his part in furthering our cause, Alphino journeyed there to meet with the citizenry and forge alliances. From what I hear, he has since kept himself busy gathering information around the main settlement. Alize, meanwhile, traveled south to the arid wastes of Armarang.
Armarang.
They lie upon the very edge of the inhabitable world, where the flood of light was halted. Those who dwell there live in constant fear of attack by the Sin Eaters. In contrast to her brother, Alize felt that her energies would better be spent learning about the enemy, and thus she sells her services as a guard, both to hone her skills and gather information on our foe. So, will it be Calicia or Armarang? It matters not which you choose to visit first.
Okay.
Simply inform me once you have made your decision, and I will see to it that you are provided with a suitable mount. Ah, but you must be wondering about Thancred. He has taken up with a new companion, and is presently engaged as a wandering hunter of Sin Eaters.
Oh.
Being ever on the move, his whereabouts are often difficult to ascertain, but I am certain your paths will cross ere long.
Cool, alright. I miss Thancred already. Cool, I'll be right back. 1 minute.